I have my full disclosure, I have my little sidekick down here, so hopefully she behaves. I have some toys, so if we hear some random little kid noises, that's my coworker, rowdy coworker. All right. Well, welcome to the call. So I'm super excited that all of you guys are wanting to coach. Krista is kind of my adopted coach, we call her, because she's actually from one of my good friends' team, and my good friend isn't really actively coaching anymore, so I kind of adopted her team. So we just kind of do our trainings together, and it just makes it that much easier. So a little bit about my story is, you guys know I'm a farm and ranch wife from North Dakota. And I used to work full-time in the corporate world. I have rheumatoid arthritis. I was diagnosed when I was 23, and that's really what sent me spiraling into the world of Beachbody. And I kind of wanted a healthy solution for that. And I signed up randomly. I was actually assigned to my coach. I did not get to choose my coach. I think all of you got to choose your coach, I believe. I think Krista did. I'm pretty sure she did.
I did.
So I did not. I was one of these free leads that we call them, and you get free leads when you're hitting your goals every month. And we'll talk more about that tonight. And so you definitely want to make sure you reach out to your free leads, because you might get a coach out of them. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit more about my story. Obviously, I quit working corporately, and now I'm a full-time coach and a mom and a farm wife. And hopefully, like I said, my coworker down here behaves. Fingers crossed. All right, so let's dive in. So most of you had filled out the kind of more about you form that I sent to Bryn and Mindy. So you guys are good on that, and I read those. It's awesome. Okay, so we always like to talk about your why and why you want to coach. So I know, Krista, you might want to do this with your girls too, is have them fill out that form. But
yeah.
Okay. Just a side note. Okay, so your why is super important. So I know when I was a new coach, my why was just to be able to help inspire more people. And I really didn't think it would go much deeper than that, but it turns out it does. So your why is something that kind of evolves with you as a coach. So in the beginning, I never wanted to quit my job. I thought that was silly. I just was this isn't, going to be able to make me quit my job, right? I'm not going to be able to earn that much. If I earn an extra $100 a week or whatever, that's awesome. But, I'm not quitting my job. That's what I thought, until I saw the progression of what this business can do for you. And so I was able to quit my job and, insert the Beachbody income disclaimer there. But no, I feel like this opportunity really evolves with what you want it to do for your business. And obviously helping people and inspiring people is a part of that. But you definitely want to have goals for what this business can do for you. Oh my gosh. She's super excited. She has a piece of plain chocolate and she's drooling. Okay, so anyway, you want to be able to have what this business wants. You want this business to do for you. So up in front of my desk, I have my vision board. So I have a picture of Aaliyah. I want to be a stay-at-home mom to her. Obviously, for her whole life, I want to be able to save up for Disney World and a dream vacation as a family. And also on my vision board was our trip to New Orleans. I had this big plantation that we are going to visit. And obviously that didn't happen, but you kind of want to have this why that is going to make you cry, that they say that's going to drive your business, and that's going to want to make you get up and work. Because sometimes if you just say oh, I want to help more people or inspire more people, sometimes that's it's not super motivating, maybe you're kind of burnt out with helping people. You want to have something that this business is going to do for you. So maybe that's pay for your groceries, pay for gas, pay for your products right now that you're getting, go on vacation. Another one for me is to put new carpet in our house or new flooring of some sort. So just to be able to have an income to do that. And I know being raised on a farm and ranch, a lot of the things that I grew up like on a farm as well. And my parents would save for years to buy a couple of new windows or new carpeting. And I didn't want to have to do that. When we need something, I wanted to be able to buy it. So that's also kind of my why. So what coaching really involves is, of course, you guys are in Country Strong Fit Club already. So we just kind of share responsibility in there. So you guys will be made admins in there, so you can add your people in there. You also can feel free to make your own little group. Basically, how Country Strong got started is I was a brand new coach and I had this challenge group, and over time, like now we've really built it up, right? So I think there's like 300 people in there, which is scary, but obviously not all 300 of them post all the time. So, you know, it shouldn't be that intimidating because half the people probably don't even check it daily. So it's just more of like my current and past customers that have been in there, and just kind of a way to like keep announcing things. You know, maybe somebody fell off track, but maybe they got back on track with MBF. So we just kind of share the responsibility in there. Like when we have a new program launch, like last week you saw that, you know, Krista, me, Vanessa, you know, Kayla, like we were all going live in there to kind of share the responsibility about talking and prepping for MBF. So that's kind of just, you know, maybe I might ask you guys to go live every once in a while, you know, and help out. But you can also have your own little challenge groups too. In fact, a lot of, like Krista, I think does, and Vanessa does. A lot of my coaches have their own little groups too beside Country Strong, or even just a chat, you know, almost like what we're doing for MBF. Okay, so as far as that goes, does that all kind of make sense to everybody? Does anybody have any questions so far on anything? No? Okay. So as far as personal development, you heard my spiel yesterday in the group that personal development is a huge part of this business. And I truly believe this. I was one of those people that I was like, I don't need personal development. Like, I am fine. Like, I do not have mental problems. Like, I'm okay. Turns out we all can use a little bit of personal development, because it turns out this business is hard. And sometimes we just learn things that, you know, we wouldn't learn in normal life. Like we, you know, maybe get more financially smart. And for me, that was one of them. So I've read, like, I think it was like Get Rich, Lucky, Beep. And then there was also like Built to Last is a good one. We read No Excuses. I'm just looking at my desk here to see what is on my desk. But some of the good ones that I would suggest reading for a new coach is Built to Last by Keith Callahan is an amazing one. Usually when you guys hit Emerald, that's usually the gift that I give to you. Sorry, I gotta sit my coworker up here. All right, so Built to Last. Also another really good one is called Boss Up. That's a really good one for new coaches too. It talks kind of more about like your why, your market. That one I would highly recommend. And the other one is Get Over Your Damn Self. Like, it sounds silly, but it's actually a really good one. It kind of talks about the fear of inviting and things like that. This one would be a good one for Bryn, just from what you told me in your little form. That one would be a good one for you. Okay, so those I would definitely order. Get, you know, sometimes I just order a few books at a time from Amazon or Barnes and Noble or whatever. That way you have a few to choose from, because sometimes personal development is truly personal. Like, I can't be like, you need to read this book, because maybe it's not going to resonate with you. So, you know, definitely, you know, read the titles of them and see which one kind of calls to you. So also podcasts are a huge way of personal development too. And as a busy mom, like, I love podcasts. I love anything that I can listen to and learn from and multitask and do, you know, a million different things all at once. So I love Chalene Johnson. So Chalene Johnson, as you guys know, she's the creator of PIO. So she has her own podcast. She has like a businessy one, but also like kind of a lifestyle one too, which you can look at both. There's also Josh Coates. He's amazing. He's like literally dedicated his whole career to mentoring Beachbody coaches, and his podcasts are great. Another one is Bob Heilig. So you guys will soon find out in our team page and on our team chat that we have that I fangirl over Bob Heilig hard. Like, he could be my husband. I love him so much. He is amazing, and Krista's laughing because she knows it's true. I love him like so much. I just love him. Like, I plan on taking a bubble bath tonight because I am so sore from MBF, and I plan on listening to Bob in the tub for like an hour. I love him. He's amazing. He's also really dedicated to, like, I would say Beachbody is very much how he, mentors his people. I also really like him because he's faith-based, and pretty much everything that he says, I 100% agree with. Like, there's not too many podcasters that I can say that I agree, like, on their business model, but him, it's 110%. All right, so another one is called the National Wake Up Call. So this is a Beachbody exclusive call. So it's every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Obviously, some of us work at that time, or even for me, like, sometimes 10 a.m. doesn't work for me to listen or hop on. So it is recorded and you can listen to the podcast. So just Google like National Wake Up Call or on your podcast app and you can start listening. But they usually have, like, this past week, I think there was a top coach on. The previous week, it was like Megan Davies talking about MBF. So sometimes they have, like, different top coaches or the trainers themselves, or else they'll even have like a different announcements of like what's coming down. So if you don't listen to anything else, listen to the National Wake Up Call because it is amazing. So the next thing that I'm going to have you guys do is, I think Bryn and Mindy, I think you guys got my email and like setting up your profile, right? Like, and those videos that I sent. Okay, awesome. Krista, maybe have your girls do that. It was those same videos that I sent to Vanessa the other day in our chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, have your girls do that too.
Yep.
Okay, and then we also have team calls. So I'm literally just going on a list of this so that way I don't forget anything.
Can I say something real quick about the National Wake Up Call?
Oh, yes, go ahead. I need Leah anyway.
So also on the National Wake Up Call, they give you a heads up of like what the promos are going to be for the next month, so that you can start like planning your posts or think about like the girls that you want to reach out to about that. Usually there's a program that's going to be discounted, or it might be half off, like 3-day refresh or something like that. So they'll let you know what deals are coming up, what things are new. And for my girls that are going to watch the recording, that's going to be at 11 a.m. on Mondays, because we are in Eastern time. So 11 a.m. on Mondays for Eastern time. You can always watch the recording or listen to the recording on the podcast.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Krista, for saying that too, because that is important. And I feel like it is like an important business like thing to listen to, especially with coaching. Okay. So team calls. So we really don't do team calls anymore because, oh my goodness, as you can see, this is why we don't do team calls anymore. All right. So I usually try to go live in our team page on Thursdays and Tuesdays and kind of talk about different topics. Aaliyah has been crazy lately. I think she's going through a growth spurt, so I apologize. But anyway, so I usually try to do that. And then we usually have like different group discussions too throughout the week. And then as far as like big team calls, do you want to talk about that, Krista? Team Arise? I'm going to go steadily in the different.
Yeah, sure. So Team Arise is our like bigger team. And that has like a ton of coaches under it. Rose Smith actually leads that team, and she is a 7-star diamond. So she has a lot of successful coaches under her, and they run team calls. I think they're on Tuesdays at, it would be 7:30, I think, your time, Pacific time, and 8:30 Eastern time. And she is able to get a lot of other top coaches on, or even just coaches from Team Arise to go on and talk about things that people struggle with, whether it's inviting, whether it's getting over your mindset, whether it's using the products consistently, how to share on Instagram, how to share on Facebook. So there's like so much support and so much training that we give you guys that you can just take advantage of anything and everything that you can. If you can jump on the Team Arise calls, those ones are great, but they are also recorded and posted in the Team Arise page so that you can go back and watch them whenever you have time.
Yes. They are awesome. And I feel like they are really great too as a new coach, like especially like you can look through even the old ones, there's probably something that will stick out to you, especially as a new coach, to go back and listen to. All right. So share a cart, I covered that in that video that I sent you guys. I covered setting up your coach back office. So the next thing that you need to know kind of about coaching and really what it entails is obviously helping people get started with their fitness journey, right? So how do we do that? How do we go about doing that? So the first little bit that you need to know is doing your first coach post, or kind of your first new coach post. So what I would like all of you to do is to write up a post about why you decided to become a coach. And you can say coach, you can say influencer, health and fitness influencer, whatever you would like to use. I know like on Instagram right now, like saying you're an influencer is like the thing, but whatever you feel comfortable saying. And I mean, you can talk about Beachbody. I always kind of keep it like on the down low though, because I usually like people to come to me and be like, oh, what program are you doing? Or, oh, what shake are you drinking? So that way I can tell them about it. And so that way they just don't go and be like, oh, she's doing Shakeology, huh? So I'm going to go look at this and then I'm going to sign up, and then this person gets assigned to somebody random, right? Instead of getting assigned to you. So that is one reason, but also there's other reasons too, because I feel like there's so many different like other MLMs and I want to stand out from all of them, right? Because we at Beachbody do things differently. Our job truly as coaches, our job begins after the sale. And you guys probably realize this from being a part of our groups, right? Like, I mean, we post meal plans, we post the grocery list. We're there for supporting you. I've checked in with each of you, since you've signed up many times, or you've completed different programs multiple times. You know what you're doing per se in the world of Beachbody. So we like to do things differently. We aren't like your average makeup company or skincare company or whatever, leggings company, and be like, okay, here's your product, see you later. We are like invested with you. We're like, okay, we're in the trenches with you. And you guys know this, like I am, especially with me, because I am postpartum and I'm trying to get that body back. So literally if people have weight to lose, I know what it's like. And I know what it's like to struggle with that sort of thing. So the first thing is doing this post and talking about kind of why you wanted to start coaching. So going through what you guys have sent me, especially for talking to not Krista's people, but from what you, Brent and Mindy have sent me, and just being able to kind of go off of that, like what is your why do you want to coach, and thinking about things that you've struggled with. So like my new coach post, if I was writing one all over again, I would talk about when I was 23 years old, how scary it was to sit in a doctor's office filled with older people, and that I, wanted to desperately be healthy, and that I wanted to be able to, be like a normal 23-year-old who was just newly married. But inside, like, I knew I had to change something. Like, I couldn't yo-yo diet anymore. I couldn't be a serial quitter when it came to programs and going to the gym. Like, I had to commit to something for me. And that is when I found my online fitness community. And it was really motivating to have at this time, and just kind of like, guys, you guys know what the groups are like. You guys know what the programs are like, kind of come up with something in the next couple of days, I would say, and then send it to me before you post. So I would say, do you think you guys could come up with something like by Saturday?
Maybe. I'm leaving Thursday and life's kind of crazy. I will try though.
Okay, well, even if you come up with something in the next couple of days before Thursday, send it to me, and then I'll give you some feedback, and then we can plan on posting. Like, when do you get back? Sunday? Okay. So yeah, I mean, we can plan on posting. I was going to say probably Sunday night is always a good night to post, because what are people doing? They're scrolling on their phones before they have to go back to work, right? On Sunday night. So that's a good time to post. All right. So the first thing that you want to be able to do from this post is obviously sign up to people and hit Emerald. So another little homework assignment that you can put under your list is look up ranks of Beachbody, and I can even pull it up here too, but basically you just need 2 people underneath you to hit Emerald, and that is your first, where you start earning your first bonuses. And this is an easy thing. Like, you should be able to do this overnight. Like, I'm not even kidding you guys. All right. So if you sign up your husband, your significant other, and your mom, there's 2 people, coworker, a friend, sister, coworker, whatever, like, just kind of jogging your memory. Like, I'm sure in passing, you've probably told at least 2 people that you're doing Beachbody workouts, correct? Right? Maybe. So this is something that is easy. It's doable. Don't think too much about it. Like, I tell a lot of people, sign up your husband. Taylor was one of the first customers that I signed up, because I get Shakeology through my account, and then I get the Performance Line through his account. Back when I first signed him up, it was a little bit more difficult because the Performance Line had not yet been launched or created. So I was like, they had vitamins back then, which weren't, I mean, who likes vitamins? It's hard to get excited about these vitamins that are awesome. But no, if you're doing the Performance Line, or even if you want to do beach bars and collagen, like, kind of, spread it apart. It's a great time. Even like now with Taylor's account, like, I order basically any new program like MBF, I order through his account, because that way, like, that volume like cycles up through my main business center again. So basically you're earning commission on what you buy from your husband's account. So yeah. And then also with you guys being in Indy, too, like, if you do sign up your hubby, also know that you don't have to pay the $15 coach fee, so that's nice too. Krista, I'm sorry, you guys too. That there's literally like 2 states that get the exemption with their taxes or whatever. So homework assignments are obviously doing your new coach post, setting up your business office, so like doing that, like basically EFT, like the direct deposit. Mm-hmm. And then also I want you to do a little bit of training in the back office. So if you hop in the back office and you go into, I can even show you guys. Let's see here. Share my screen. So you hop in the back office. Here, Leah, she's crying. All right, so if you hop in the back office, next time we'll have to plan this better and plan it time after she goes to bed. Lately, she hasn't even been going to bed. All right. Whatever comes up. Oh my gosh, COVID internet.
I was gonna say, if you need me to, I can pull it up online.
I think it's coming. They need to play like the Jeopardy music. Yeah. It's loading. All right, so this is your back office. If you guys don't know, this is like, where you find your EFT is under monitor my business. That's a lot of the green tab is the money tab. So that's kind of where everything is at. So think of it that way. But under the training tab, there's getting started. So that would be a great thing to watch. Obviously, you're just getting started. So in here, and then also the Success Club system. So there's actually a tracker in here that you guys can print out. It's like for every week to start doing some of the things that are in there. Yeah, there's just a bunch of good info in here. Obviously we talked about personal development, so you wouldn't have to do that. Just being proof the products worked. You guys are both already proof of that. But yeah, definitely watch like the Success Club training video, inviting, vital behaviors, like those 3. And they're short. They're maybe 5 minutes, maybe not even. Like they're easy. Like even if you're doing other things and you just want to listen and have them going in the background, that works too. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of training in here, you guys. So like we only assign this because we don't want to have to like recreate the wheel every time. Like we don't want to be like, okay, like this is what Success Club means when it's all there for you guys. And yes, I know this is super overwhelming and it's a lot of info, but I always compare it to we had to all start somewhere, right? We had to all learn to ride our bike without training wheels, right? And that seemed like the hardest thing ever. I remember I cried when my parents took off my training wheels and then I begged for them to put them back on. And it turns out I fell and I scraped my knee really bad. And then they did put them on for a little while and then they took them off again and we tried it again. And kind of coaching is similar to that, right? Like it's hard to do anything for the very first time. It's overwhelming. And there's days where I still get overwhelmed and I'm like, okay, deep breath. Like I can only do in a day what I can do, right? So we just kind of have to make those priorities of like drinking your Shakeology, working out, posting on social media, and just, sharing our story. And one thing I will say too about like sharing your story, I would compare it to, whenever you go to a really great restaurant, maybe it's a brand new restaurant and you try it out for the very first time and you have this amazing experience, right? Like the food is really good, the service is amazing, like, the dessert, the drinks, everything was just incredible. And don't you want to come home and you want to tell your family about that? Like you want to tell your friends, you want to tell your coworkers, and be like, hey, you need to go to this restaurant. Like it is flat out amazing. And so that is kind of the same thing with coaching. Like you've tried this product, you've seen amazing results from it, the community is awesome, and you want to just shout it from the top of your lungs how much you love it and how much you like recover and energize, right? So that's the same thing about Beachbody and just sharing your story and coming up with different ways to tell your story. So we will talk about kind of sharing your story next time and just kind of, how to do that. But for now, I want to be able to just kind of take things slower and not have you guys get overwhelmed. But think about the 2 people that you're going to sign up for Emerald. That's really important. Set up your business office, do your coach post, and do some of the trainings in the back office. All right. Does anybody have any questions? And if you have questions, please text me. Like I expect questions. Like I do these and schedule out these coach mentorships for a reason at like certain times, because there are times where like I feel overwhelmed myself. And so I want to feel overwhelmed by your guys' questions. All right, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you do this. And like I said, the biggest thing is like hitting Emerald is your first goal. So like be thinking of people that you can share this opportunity with, whether it's the coaching side of things or getting them started on, their health and fitness journey. And if it is a coaching side of thing that somebody wants to coach right off the bat, that's amazing. Like we'll train you guys together. You never have to do this business alone. Like that's what like me and Krista and our team is here for. We're here to help you. Just like you guys know, you guys are in Country Strong. So, all right, Krista, did I forget anything?
I don't think so. I was just gonna reiterate, like, don't overwhelm yourself. There's a lot of training because we want you to understand the business, but you don't have to do it all at one time. You don't have to be like a superstar tomorrow. And that you can lean on the team. Like, there's no question that's going to be stupid because we were all there at one point. Like, we get it. And there are so many of us that still have questions that we think are stupid questions, and we've been coaching for years. So don't feel afraid or embarrassed to lean on the team and ask questions if you don't know where to find things or you're not sure how to do something.
And I feel too, like, the reason that we do have training and like we want to mentor you guys is because we have seen success in this business and we want to help you guys see that success as well. And from what I've seen, you guys want that success too. And so also another reason is that we've all gotten those messages of like, hey, buy my product, like join my group, right? And those are so annoying. So we want to show you the right way on how to help serve people. All right. And so we don't sell stuff per se. Yeah, our business is sales, right? Like, I mean, obviously we earn a commission check every single week from selling, quote unquote, but really I like to call it serving because we're doing so much more than selling. We're serving people and we're helping people. So yeah, that's kind of what it's about in in a little nutshell. All right. So we'll plan on meeting again next week. Do you guys have a specific day next week that works for you guys? And let's try like maybe like 7:30, 8-ish, if that works for you guys. Krista, that's probably too late for you. Probably like
It's
7:30.
probably better actually because I think more of my girls will be home from
Okay.
work.
Like 7:30 maybe. That would be okay.
Yeah, because it'll be
8 is
8:30 for me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 8 might be getting too late, but maybe 7:30 would be okay, like my time.
Say
Yeah.
Monday. Or when?
What was that?
Did you pick like a certain day, you mean?
No, like next week, do you guys have a certain day that works well for you?
I'm out Monday and Wednesday.
Monday and Wednesday?
I guess I didn't take a picture of my work schedule, but I know I work like 6 days in a row next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yikes. All right. Maybe let me know. We can always chat about it in the team page. Like, I'll get you guys added in Team Rise and in our team page and our team chat, and then we'll like plan on doing something like maybe Monday or Tuesday-ish. Like, we'll try to make it like every like the same night. We'll just maybe, should we just say like next week?
I
What
can
was
try
that?
and make Monday work. I've got a dentist appointment because I definitely chipped my tooth. So
Oh no.
yeah. So I'm like, I just need it fixed before the wedding. I don't really care. But well, as long as I'm back, I gotta go an hour before that. So
Okay. And you said you're not available Monday or Wednesday.
well, that would be Monday. I should be like I can try and make 7:30 work.
Okay. Let's try for Tuesday again. Let's just do in a week. Does that work for you guys? Like, should we just try it for 7:30 on Tuesday?
I definitely thought it was Monday. I'm sorry.
That's okay. And we'll just use, I'll share like my Zoom again with you guys. And then like if somebody can't make it, we'll just record it and then you can watch the recording. And I promise like it'll be kind of like this length. They'll probably be like a half hour, 40 minutes. Like they're never like really super long unless you guys have a ton of questions. But like I said, I expect questions. So definitely like bombard me with questions this week, both of you. And Kristen Mills can bombard her with questions.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, super fun. I'm so excited to have you guys. And like I said, I will get you welcomed on the team page tonight yet and get you guys all set up there. But yeah, I'm so excited and I cannot wait to like help you guys. Let's do this. But yeah, thanks for hopping on and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.